Now we're going to take a look at the final repertoire selection from Chapter 6, Furtive Gestures. So let's take a look here to see what we're dealing with. If we look at the very first system, we can see that is comprised completely with triads. Now, if we were to analyze the triads, we would find that they are all minor triads. Okay, so let's actually write in the names of these triads here. We start with an E flat minor triad in the right hand, and there's a D minor triad in the left hand, F minor, then to E minor in the left hand, G minor, back to D minor, F minor, C minor, and E flat minor again. So we pay attention to just the roots of the triads in the right hand. We'll see that it starts on E flat, goes up to F, up to G, back down to F, and back to E flat. So let's just try that with the right hand thumb. Here we go. E flat, up to F, up to G, back down to F, and back to E flat. So now all we're going to do is add the rest of each minor root position triad. So we have E minor, which is all flats, E flat, G flat, B flat. Then we go up to F minor, F, A flat, C, up to G minor, G, B flat, D, back to F minor, F, A flat, C, and back to E flat minor, E flat, G flat, B flat. Like that. Okay? Let's try it in time. We're in 4/4 time. 1, 2, just the right hand play. B flat, 2, 3, F minor. 2, 3, G minor, F minor, E flat minor. 2, off. Now let's take a look at the left hand. Notice that the left hand is acting as a preparatory chord to the right hand chord. It comes in always a 16th before the right hand. Let's just go over the notes in the left hand first. D minor, which is D, F, A, starts. Then it goes up to E minor, still white keys, back to D minor, and then down to C minor, which has an E flat. Okay? So it's pretty easy because everything's a white key until you get to the E flat on the C minor chord. Now, rhythmically speaking, this is where it's a little bit more interesting. We're counting 4, E, and O1. So it comes in the that final 16th before the downbeats. Let's do it. So the right hand starts on E flat minor. Okay, and the left hand is going to be already prepared on D minor. Okay, here we go. Ready and play. 1, 2, and 3. Now F minor. 4, E, and O. 1. Now move the left hand to E minor. 3, 4, E, and G minor. 2, E, and 4, E, and O. 1. Let's do that again. 2, ready, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, E, and O. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, E, and O. 1, and 2, E, and O. 3, and 4, E, and O. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And going to the second system. Second system, the right hand starts on a B flat and has a fifth from A down to D. So we'll use the fingering 5, 4, 1 here. 5, 4, 1. Rhythmically speaking, though, notice how we have a 30-second note, a double dotted eighth and a 30-second note. So this is literally as short as you can make it. 1 E enter and E and O 2. If you're going to subdivide completely, it'd be that 1 E enter and E and O 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. Then the right hand goes up a half step, just up a half step, and this does the same idea again. So it now goes to B natural, fourth finger on B flat, and thumb on E flat. 1 and E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. You don't have to subdivide like that. You could treat it as just a really short note. So if you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 like that. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if we take a look at the left hand starts with the note C sharp, goes up a third to E, then it goes up a half step to D and F. Same idea. I'll suggest using fourth finger on the C sharp, second finger on the E, and then just shifting up and doing the same thing again. You could also do 3-1 if you prefer. So the left hand starts on fourth finger on low C sharp, then E, and you go up a half step to D and F, D and F, like that. Let's try putting the hands together. They're spaced apart so that you have time to think about each hand independently. Right hand starts here. Go ahead and have your fingers on the appropriate notes. Fifth finger on B flat, fourth finger on A, thumb on D, left hand, fourth finger on C sharp. 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C sharp, 2, E, up a half step. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, then F. So that's the first two systems of furtive gestures. Notice how it says subito cantabile in the second system. Subito is the Italian word for suddenly, and cantabile means to play in a singing manner. So this is a lyrical. I'm trying to make that expressive there. Notice also that idea in the right hand is mezzo forte. The left hand notes are pianissimo. On measure 9, now let's take a look to see what's happening in the music. If we look carefully, you'll see that we return to broken triads. Okay, so we have some broken triads here. Also, note that the right hand is now in bass clef. Okay, so the right hand moves to bass clef here. That's really important to note. So the left hand has an F sharp minor triad, while the right hand is playing a D minor triad in the first measure. It looks a little bit like a B. Let me rewrite that. On measure 10, the left hand moves to a B flat minor triad in treble clef. And the right hand goes to an F sharp minor triad in the right hand. Then the left hand will cross over to play D, and this is still treble clef. So just keep that in mind. Then the right hand plays a D an octave lower, and the left hand plays one more D an octave lower below that. So this is pretty easy. All right. So what's the relationship between these positions? Let's find out. Left hand starts on F sharp minor, which is F sharp A, C sharp. Then check this out. The right hand is going to start a half step above the top note of the left hand, which is D minor. See that? So we have F sharp minor, and now watch my right hand. I'm going to position it a half step above the top note. C sharp, so D minor. See that? The next measure, my left hand, look what happens. The top note of the right hand's an A. Left hand is going to start a half step on B flat. See that? So you can use the top note of each triad to tell yourself where the next one's going to go. Then the right hand is going to go a half step above the F, so F sharp minor. And then the left hand crosses over a half step above C sharp, which is D. Then the right hand plays D, left hand plays D. So that's what happens here. Okay. So that happens to be the interval of a minor sixth, okay, or an augmented fifth, which it is on the second bar. Going from B flat to F sharp is an augmented fifth. Okay, so let's try this as block chords. F sharp minor, left hand. Right hand plays D minor. Left hand crosses over, plays B flat minor. Right hand crosses over to play F sharp minor. Left hand crosses over to play D, down to D, and down to D. And now we'll play it as written. We are in 3/4 time. The time signature has changed. We're going to switch to 2/4 time on bar 11. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and crossover D, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. If we look at the markings here, it starts forte, then we have a molto diminuendo on bar 11. So it gets a lot softer. Also in bar 9, you'll see the Italian word svegliato. Svegliato. Now the word svegliato in Italian means awaken or to wake up. All right, so this is exactly what we all need this early in the morning. Svegliato. The way we interpret this is think of it as being kind of brisk. It can be slightly faster, brighter in tonal quality, just more awake. The next system, it says come primo. Come means as or like. Primo means first. This is exactly the same as the first line. No difference. So that takes us to the final system. In the final system, we get the same rhythmic ideas that we got in the second system of this piece. This time, the notes are changed just a little bit. The first time, we started on B flat, A D, we went down to D. But look at what happens now. Instead of going B flat, A D, we're doing B flat, A D. So the notes are still the same, it's just that the last note is up an octave. If you look at the left hand, the notes are also the same, C sharp, E. But instead of being an ascending third, it is now a descending sixth. C sharp, E, very simple. Same thing on the ending here. 2, 1, 4. Same notes, as instead of doing B, B flat, E flat, we have B, B flat, E flat, so ascending. Then he goes to a D, third finger, and then a D minor chord to end it with a low D in the left hand. Let's try this last line, hands together. It's pretty easy. So the right hand starts with second finger on B flat. You'll have your thumb on A and fourth finger on D. Left hand thumb on C sharp, fifth finger on E. So you're ready to go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, C sharp, then E. Now up a half step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just a D. D minor. Like that. So now I'm going to play this entire piece for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, E and O. 1, 2, 3, 4, E and O. 1, 2, E and O. 3, 4, E and O. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so an interesting improvisatory style piece here, basically exploring minor triads. Minor triads, that's what this is about. So there's not a single triad that is not a minor triad in this. Anyhow, this concludes the video series for Class Piano 2, and I hope you have gotten a lot out of it, and I look forward to seeing you in other videos. Take care.